Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel here, Mr. DMDT, where essentially I talk about drama stuff, react to drama. Here we're going to be reacting to drama content. Shout out to Alyssa Clips. How's it going, Alyssa Clips? How's it going? This clip is from the Kino Casino, and it's Ethan Ralph in Colombia. It's going to be great, I'm sure. Let's check it out.
So there was a thing that happened over the weekend where like Ralph went missing, right?
We need to turn it up the volume.
Right.
And like, remember, Cog was out of a job basically for 3 days.
Yes.
Like he thought.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real right there. Yeah, Ethan Ralph went missing, and Cog that acts like Ralph was dead and declared that Ralph was dead and went on like a 5-hour stream. Putting out there that Ralph is dead. Ralph was never dead.
What am I gonna do? There's no more Ralph. Or yes, I better cash in. It's like I knew this.
Yeah, and it was a 5-hour cash in. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's your bread, right? That's your bread and butter. Like you might as well. You might as well.
Motherfucker wasn't dead.
You,
it's like, I couldn't
you
even
texted
believe
me.
it.
He's alive. Like,
you know, if people messaged me like, "Is he alive? Is he?" I'm like, he's fucking alive. Like the last thing he was posting. This is how I knew it was all bullshit. Last stuff he was posting was all wrestling posts about working yourself into a shoot. You jabroni marks, like the Hulk Hogan quote. So it's like, obviously, this is all kayfabe and gay. But with Ralph's life,
But like he wasn't the one putting it out there that he was dead. You know, he was just not messaging anybody because he was busy, preoccupied with something else. I wonder what that something else could have been. You know, I'm sure we'll find out later in this clip.
if you never do know, like he could just fucking be drunk, trip over, break his fucking neck. His heart could give out in the middle of the night.
He could get
His liver
shot.
could fucking go. He lives in a third world country. Like he could be kidnapped by the cartel, or he could get
Kidnapped? Pfft. They'll just shoot him. I mean, or, you know, take care of him.
robbed and mouth off and get knife. Like it wasn't impossible that something had happened to him, but just based off his pattern of behavior, for me, it's like, yeah, it's not going to be this easy, folks. He's still out there, you know, he's still out there.
And also, that would have been the most boring ending to such a great.
Oh,
It's a boring ending. I mean, how do they think it's gonna go? You think he's gonna kill over during the kill streak? Well, that should be the way it goes. Honestly, when Ralph goes, when he does, we're all gonna die one day. We're all gonna die. It should be on stream, for sure, and the stream should stay on, so that way we can have a funeral. We can have because let's be honest. He's a central figure to this whole sector for reasons, you know, but yeah, for sure. I mean, people will be like, remember the old days of the kill stream, and then like, you know, talking about like where it started and then where it and what it became and all that stuff, you know, before he died. It would be a crazy trip. Anyway.
Unfortunately, though, it's probably going to be a boring ending like that.
Yeah.
Where it's one day, like, Ralph doesn't tweet, and then we just never hear from him or anything about him ever again. And he gets buried in some pauper's grave in Mexico somewhere.
Pauper's grave, more like a ditch, but yeah.
Ralph is currently in Colombia at this sex trafficker guy's house.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he was quiet. That's why that explains it.
Now, the guy's house that he's at, I'm not even kidding. The guy's house that he's at, he's billed as the inventor of revenge pornography.
Well,
and he has a website.
Perfect fit for Ralph. Of course.
Site that's porn of teenage girls. It's teens.
Teenage girls in Colombia? Huh. Kind of sus there, huh?
And it's like, is there verification of age
Yeah.
in Colombia? Or
I mean, there may or may not be for sure, but even at that brothel he's running, probably not. That's as sus as one of those Thai massage parlors that you see in your area. Have you ever seen them? I've seen them. I'm like, ooh, that does not look good at all. That looks fishy. And then you find out they get shut down, and you wonder why.
or what's going on there?
Oh, we're exaggerating, folks. Well, check this out.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on him called
Netflix.
The Most Hated Man on the Internet, which you'd think was
Now, I'm kind of curious how they know he's at the house, though, hanging out with him.
Ralph,
Yeah,
but it's somehow this guy.
200 notifications.
There I was, topless,
There's an
multiple
entire
photos.
scary
It was an absolute.
style, like,
Documentary where it's like, this guy is evil.
and Ralph's like, I'll head to his house.
Oh,
That's kind of funny. And it's very Ralph Amell-ish. Okay.
I'm going to head to his house. It's like, do you not think that you might be getting baited and entrapped, you know, with the promise of these teenage girls?
But he doesn't have any money. How's he going to be entrapped? Oh, what if he gets enlisted to work for them and he has to like run errands or do like jobs? So, because he doesn't have any money. I mean, they could just look at him and be like, no, you don't have any money.
And then you get robbed or ransomed or God knows what.
And he had a stream. Did you see the stream? So he had a stream there when he arrived. And there's a girl. No. Sorry. When he's interviewing the dude, rather, before he flew out.
Okay, that's how I
And
know.
there's like a model behind him with her nipples straight out.
Well, yeah, that's what they do in Colombia. That's a whorehouse in Colombia. They're going to have their nipples out all the time. Okay. Yeah.
Did you
Bro,
see
it's
that
some
shit?
crazy shit? And I saw that shit. And then I also saw Ralph got caught on a hot mic where he was like actually really nervous.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you
yeah.
could tell he was shook.
There was a
'cause
guy
they're-
who like wanted him dead, apparently.
Yeah.
He's like-
And I honestly, I'm a bit worried for Ralph over there.
He'll make it.
He's gonna make
He's
it
invincible,
somehow.
guys.
Ralph somehow ends up working for the cartel, being like a mule, a drug mule. Oh my God, it'd be funny. Oh man. No. Oh no, they oh man. What if he does end up working for that guy and his job is to reel in I guess teenagers. Gross. Disgusting. But okay.
Yes, guys, there's no way. Ralph will never die, bitch. But anyhow, Ralph, I guess, hooked up with one of these women
Yeah.
at the Colombian house, and it turns out
This is crazy, guys. Like,
they're trans.
okay.
It turns out Ralph's super sexy hookup. This guy got Ralph all drunk, all fucked up. And then as a joke, he sent in this trans prostitute.
Okay.
This
I
trans
can't fucking
prostitute
zoom. God damn it.
into Ralph's fucking room. So here we have the schizo in.
Oh my God. What? And are you? Is this real? Ethan Ralph? Okay. All right. Well. Well, you know for sure the thumb was used. You know for sure he probably put his. He did things that I cannot say here right now. I'd feel dirty if I did. Let's just move on.
Infograph that provides 100% compelling proof that Ralph had sex with this trans woman.
Okay, here's what I'll do, Ash.
See
I'll
here,
be
the
able-
tattoos are matching between the picture that Ralph posted
Ash,
and
look.
the picture of this trans person.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I made a separate scene here since the Zoom is broken, because this is like, we have to have this bigger on the screen. So here we go, guys. We'll We'll explain this.
I mean, listen.
Ralph
yes.
here on the top left.
Okay.
says- Okay, this was crazy, Ash. This tweet was insane. Listen to this. And I know it's too hard for you to read, so I'll read it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, just read it.
I don't stick it in the mouth after, but actually, no. I did not stick my thumb up her ass with my patented, never before seen finishing maneuver, the Ralph thumb.
So he said he did not do it.
Patented finishing maneuver, the Ralph thumb,
This
bitch.
came out of nowhere, by the way. I hear this.
Is it like a trademarked move? It's like a wrestling move? What's going on here?
She was so banging that I didn't even consider it. Very nice girl, 22 years old, intelligent, funny, all pro level.
She's a hooker. Who cares? Who cares about any of that stuff?
We had a long
This
conversation.
Is so demented, bro.
this is crazy.
Long conversation with a prostitute? Like, who cares?
I had a long conversation with this prostitute where I got caught in my feelings.
Yeah.
And
Man, they're paid to bang, not paid to talk. What in the world? Okay, Ralph, what are we doing? Why does not Ralph have male energy?
told the whore that I loved her and I would take care of her for the rest of her days because I'm a low down, no good simp called the Ralph Marley that gets down on my belly for even a crumb of man pussy.
He
It's
goes,
tough out there.
yeah. We had a long conversation about how drugs are bad, even though we both use them.
Drugs are bad, okay? But man, they're so fun. Yeah, they can be fun. Okay, stop.
Talked a lot about
Wow.
like
We had a long walk on the beach where we talked about the pros and cons of Xanax usage.
okay.
It was a really deep conversation. Like, who is bragging about the sort of conversation they had with a hooker?
Well, who's bragging about the sort of conversation they have with a hooker? Well, that's something that you can find in literature quite a bit. Poets, famous writers of the golden era one time did, but that doesn't matter now. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's stupid, dude. It's stupid now. It's like it's just a prostitute. And really what it is Ethan is so alone that he's just enjoyed to have company. And that's his only real companionship. It's kind of sad. But he made his bed. It's his situation. My thing is, did he actually share a bed with the transsexual? Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Like, how down bad?
I mean, that makes him gay. That makes him gay. Penis plus penis equals gay, dude. Okay? That's what that equals. I don't care if it has fake tits on or what. If there's a penis and a penis in there, that equals gay.
Are you? How desperate are you to be seen as somebody who's getting pussy there that you're trying to flex this?
Hot young dudes, right?
Only on Ralph Ave.
We talked a lot about life stuff for about 8 hours.
What? Way too long. Absolutely way too long there.
Bro.
Oh.
Imagine first of all, like talking to any woman for 8 hours.
Dude, I don't even talk to my wife for 8 hours. In a single stretch of time? 8 hours? No. That's not even true. That's not even possible. Think about this. Like, if you work an 8-hour shift, right? At least. Imagine for the 8 hours talking to your wife or even your girlfriend or someone. Man, I can't even talk to like the neighbors or my friends for that long before I get tired of them. Okay?
To anybody for 8 hours.
Let alone talking to some dirty Colombian whore for 8 hours. Did she
I think I've seen enough, but I'll let it play. This is sick. This is gross. This is gross.
even speak English, or he speak English?
Yeah.
He, she, we English? I don't know. But this is what Ralph has done. He has thumbed a man's ass and eaten a man's shit. He put
Well, hold on. In his defense, in my client's defense, he said he did not do that, so therefore he did not do that. You know.
the man meat in his mouth. He
Now that he
fell
did.
for the trap all the way.
We had deep conversations in a way.
And how did he fall for that trap? Because that white bar right there, let's make this bigger. That's censoring. That's censoring the penis. That's a pretty big censor bar. How in the world did he fall for that? There's no way. I'll be nice. There's no way she could have tucked in that bulge.
That was unexpected. It was sort of a surreal experience. There you go. Now, here's the picture that he put out. And that tattoo matches this one. Now, I will say, pretty wild how someone went through an entire trans-Colombian escort site to find this
You know
person.
what I'm saying?
Dedicated people. The locale are the Ethan Ralph A-logs.
That's
Like,
kind of crazy,
this is
too.
demented, buddy.
But,
Like,
I mean, we appreciate
what are we
the...
doing here? Like the dedication where you're just scouring through all of this tranny porn to try and find this stone, Ralph. Like, thank you for your service, sir. You
Right.
felted him this time.
Yeah.
The penis of this tranny was 22 centimeters long,
Whoa,
8 inches.
buddy.
which is approximately 8.7 inches.
9 inches.
Deep in,
Let's
Ralph.
round that
Why
up.
did he take this photo?
Because he's gay.
Man, that's close enough to round up, dude. 9 inches.
Like, yes, the flex. Like, look,
Yay.
a prostitute.
That is completely gay. Very, very gay right there.
No one. Wow, congrats.
Listen, buddy, everybody can get a prostitute,
No one
buddy.
takes photos of them, bud. Like,
Let's flex this, guys. We're
Yeah, you definitely don't want to keep that evidence on your phone. You kind of want to run away from it and pretend like it never happened. Okay, but who takes photos? Hunter Biden did. So maybe he was trying to be like that. I don't know.
now going to go through the sordid past history of Ralph with the trans community. So here we have Exhibit A. This
Okay. I really just wanted to catch up on what he was doing in Colombia. Is this going to be about him and his ex-wife?
is his wife.
Ex-wife, right? I mean, are they still technically married? Are they? Huh. But yeah, I know about her past. Yeah, she was trans once. She wanted to be a man and all this stuff, whatever. She's a weird person into lolly stuff. Very weird that Ralph would get with her. Very sus. It was awkward. But the gist of this is that, yeah, Ralph was gone. He was silent for a little bit because he went to Colombia and is interacting with some dude who's like notorious for bad things coming, related to sex. And let's just say sex crimes. And then he had a relationship, with a trans woman. Oh, well, look, Ethan Ralph is the face of progressivism at this point. Ethan Ralph truly is a progressive leftist at heart. He really is. I think it always has been. Wow, I learned a lot here. With that said, you guys let me know if you're surprised by this. Y'all take it easy and have a good one.